Get to the channel real quick. Please don't play any music. Alright, it's not playing. Get to the channel real quick. And then alright, there we go. We got the live chat going now. Gonna pop that out. Don't really think we're gonna get much people here in the live stream because it is 4 o'clock in the morning and I have not gone live for a while, and I do apologize for that for the people that are watching. Oh, that's just my controller. I thought my headset disconnected. I was like, no, I'm using a third party, but yeah, I'm using a third party. What was I? Third party link cable. What was I talking about again? But yeah, sorry I haven't been going live lately. I've been dealing with a lot, and it doesn't really help when you have a drunk dad always walking in on you. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why. I'll probably do a video on that, but it's probably going to have to be like an AI voiceover because I really don't want my dad to hear me. Like, literally, I was about ready to punch him in the face. Or, not really punch him, I was about ready to bitch slap him a couple of times because he just kept on walking in without any reason. And he just goes, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I was in here. So, yeah. Literally had to barricade my door one time. Not from my dad, but because his girlfriend was. Hello? Because he was drunk one time, and his girlfriend was way more intoxicated in an outrage. And yeah. It wasn't really too good. Wonder if there's anyone over here. But yeah, I guess this is just kind of a rant video or live stream. It might start off as one because it's just like I've been dealing with a lot. I'm trying to transition, but the case managers I keep on getting assigned to is it's like we'll get on to that. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been busy. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's just like it's been 5 years now. Can we get a case man? All it takes is someone to come up and say, "Hey, all right, let's get you to do that." And still nothing. And then I've had people say, "Are you sure you're trans?" And I just told them, "Shut up. You are not in my fucking body." And then family, I always get bullshit because I had my cousin like constantly asking me, "When am I going to get a girlfriend?" And I honestly just straight up told him, "You know my lifestyle, and I don't live that way." I'm live streaming. Hello. I'm live streaming right now. Oh, thank you for the hug. But yeah, I was just like, you know my lifestyle, and it's like it. I know you have your religious beliefs and stuff, but you can't just be a piece of shit and constantly asking me like, when are you going to get a girlfriend, when you know the answer of what I sleep with. I don't care on what your beliefs are. I have my own rights to basically live freely and do what I want to do. You know? It's like, how would you like it if you were raised in a gay couple and you find out that you're straight and your dads or moms keep on asking, when are you going to get a boyfriend when you are completely straight? That's that's kind of the shit I have to go through a bit, but it's just the opposite. Family, like literally, I have not my dad because honestly, thankfully, he understands that I'm gay and he understands not to push his beliefs onto me and stuff. I'm gonna go to a private world though because, yeah. Antomos cabin is a Automos cabin. I don't know what that is. We'll check that world out. And I'm also, while we're at it, since this is loading in, I'm going to put my monitor right there, right next, so I can get a better look and swivel around. Oh, this is nice. I like it. Okay, I might actually make this my home world. But I don't know how else to say it though, but yeah. And then finding out that my brother was beaten for talking to me because and then I got a message from my mother. She literally said, "Do not talk to my property." What kind of mother calls their child property? Yeah, my mother has this rule. When I lived with her, I had to follow do not, like, my mother literally like still, I don't know how to say it, like she, like when I was living in her house, and I do not go by her rules because, me myself is transgender and I like guys. And my mother basically had this rule that when I was living with her, I was not allowed to contact any LGBTQ members in our family or have any friends. And but I wasn't even able to because my mother, she had this thing in her house saying that, we have straight privilege in this house. And since I was gay, I was locked in a room without a bed. And because of religious rights and stuff, she was allowed to hit me if it as long as it didn't leave a bruise if she, thought it was punishable for me being gay and all that. And then if it did leave a mark or something, she would just say, blame it on my brother, saying, "Oh yeah, the kids are fighting and stuff. We're putting my youngest son on medication." And they would just pass it off. So yeah, that's the kind of trauma I have to go through. Is there a video player in here? Or is that just when I... Oh, okay, that's... Oh, okay, there's like a chair collider in here. Wonder if that's the video player right there. Yeah, that is the video player. Nothing in the queue, so I can probably just put up my lo-fi. That's the synthwave one, right? Yep. And then I can go back to my live stream. And then I can go back to my... I'm just gonna look at the monitor on my screen and then just pop up the chat. Alright, there we go. But yeah, I do apologize, guys, for not going live. Oh. Oh, that bed's not real. Yeah, that's not a real bed, I guess. That chair's real. That chair's real. Is this bed real? Yes, it is. What is the problem with this bed? Why is there no collider on it? It's 4 in the morning, but I think I go to bed around 6, I think. I have no idea, but... I honestly just don't know what I would say. What to say though, really? Anything else, but it's just like I know if I don't go live, I won't get anywhere. If I don't go into BandLabs or whatever application I decide to use to produce music, is like I'm not gonna get anywhere if I just sit down and complain, you know? Like, I know it's a little bit abusive what I'm going through, but I just gotta suck it up and just deal with it. You know, I've been dealing with it my whole life. It's better than having a mother who is part of the God hates, you know what. But then again, and with my but then again, even with my mother, though, at least she pretended to love me. Instead of, you know, instead of my father's girlfriend, he just basically calls me a fucking mess up and shit. And my dad just excuses it because she's drunk. But honestly, you shouldn't be. I've had to take actions for what I did when I was drunk, when I was an alcoholic, but since it's her, it's a different story, you know? She can get up. I have to allow the fact that she gets up in my face, sometimes spits on me, and I have to deal with it. But like I said, though, it's just the world we gotta live in now. Ugh. But yeah, in a lot of cases, though, I wish I could explain the way how I feel, though. Just kind of being pushed around, just being told, hey, you're a born male, just fucking deal with it. But when we have medication that can change all of that, you know, why the fuck are some of these transgender people being allowed to have the medication while someone who is on disability and that needs help can't get that kind of help? It's kind of disturbing, you know? Like, with even a case manager just even deciding if you are trans or not. That was the most biggest fuck you I've ever got. Without even understanding the fact that. Without even understanding the fact, like, I may have to dress male or present myself male IRL for my own safety. Like, I should be able to have resources, you know? People with disabilities should have a chance to transition, but we don't because this land is fucked up. You can literally religiously beat your child, basically, just because they don't believe in the same thing they believe in. Because we have freedom of religion. And this is just kind of what the freedom of religion and being beaten, though. Honestly, I think it's just cops not wanting to do their job. And then there's a lot of other disturbing things I've been through that I don't really think YouTube would allow me to hear. But I'll break it down for you. I guess I could in a hidden way. My mother broke something sharp and handed it to me and told me to when the paramedics came to tell them that I was suicidal, otherwise a greater punishment would come. But I don't live with my mother anymore. And then I guess another thing I could probably say is a lot of my VR chat family has left after we had a close friend pass away, and that also has been hard on me because I honestly don't know who to hang out with anymore. I don't know if the people that I once called family will the others stab me in the back one day, or will I... Okay, there was a button, I think, on there. Like, if I should trust him or not. Okay, so I literally felt something on this bed. Or was that just the camera? Yeah, that was probably just the camera. But yeah, I just gotta keep on existing, because if I don't, my mother wins, because she'll get her wish that she doesn't have a transgender son anymore, if you catch what I'm saying. And she has told me that it does piss her off that I'm still around. And that's kind of what fuels me to continue living, is that my mother wants me dead. It's sad that I'm living because my mother wants me not to exist, but that's just life for you. Oh, nope, we need to go back to the... Alright, now that we have that back... I'm sorry this live stream is just a little bit depressing though. I just needed to get it out. And just with Christmas coming up and stuff, it just reminds me of waking up and seeing presents under the tree, but none of them have my name on it. It has my brother's name. And then my mother would always remind me if I wasn't gay, I would have had everything I wanted. So, yeah. At the end of the day, that's not a mother. That's just a piece of meat that I fell out of. Even after I told my uncle that, who's against my mother, he even told me that's harsh to say, even though she abused me, but that's his opinion alone. He wasn't there when she called me it, or an FAG, being fed, having to go home and be locked in a room with nothing in it. Sometimes a rope, sometimes a sleeping bag. That's a harsh reality, though, some of us have to live in. It's like, you shouldn't, like, just slide a piece of, like, sliding a piece of bread under the door and just calling that lunch. I mean, not lunch, supper. Well, it was lunch and supper on the lunch, breakfast, and supper on the weekend, so it's just one slice of bread. She stated that the law just states that she has to keep me fed, doesn't specify what kind of food she can give me. As long as I have food, some sort of food, and she claims that it was legal. It's just like that stress though. It's just like, how is she not in jail for what she did, you know? What time is it? 33. I'll keep on going until 40. I think a 30-minute live stream is probably suitable. Oh, for me just coming back, but I promise you that there will be more uplifting live streams. It's just, I'm not in one of those moods tonight. Let's go to another world. Children's war game? What the hell? Poland. Popular. Let's see what's going on that's popular. Definitely not going to the Black Cat. Dreamlight Home sounds interesting. I kind of like this one a lot more, Britta. It kind of suits my avatar. Oh, you can. Oh, that's. Wait, can I? Is there a button? Because I think you can change the colors. You need. I wonder, is this a button? Is this a button? Is it? Do I? I have no idea. Is there a controller I gotta use? Yawning. I might be getting tired now, but not like. It's like, for me, the best way I can probably explain it how tired I am, it's like you're on E, like you're just right above E. You still got a couple miles to go, but you're getting there. You gotta refuel soon. I gotta go recharge soon. Dreamlight Home. Is there something else out here? No? Okay. Because it because it's on, or is that for like Patreons? Checking buttons on my controller. Seems there's no video player here though. From what I can see. You gotta have a video player in all the VR chat worlds. Almost all the VR chat worlds. Right, 37. I said 40, right? Yeah, we've been streaming for 33 minutes, but if you've made it to the end of this, I would like to say thank you for dealing with that. I just needed to let some shit out. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. I'm going to be trying my best, but maybe later in the morning. If I'm still up, I'm thinking about probably adjusting my time schedule um so that I don't have to so I don't have because I just want to be at a time where I can hang out with my friends in VR instead of just having to deal with these late nights where I don't have to um be alone during the night. So because I think that's what's killing my health. I mean mental health. Not like physical health, I mean mental. But yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one.